Hello, hello, and welcome back to Remember This Flowers. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, finally playing the new update, and I'm excited. So, Chapter 9, The Truth. Vita takes a notebook from their desk drawer and adjusts how they sit. They look relaxed, all things considered. The exact opposite of me. It feels like something is prodding at me from behind my eyeballs. I'm breathing a bit harder through my nose. We haven't even started yet. Vita looks me over and starts writing in his book with a pencil. They don't say anything yet. How are you doing? Taking observations. Your reactions intrigue me. Why's that? Tell me, Cyrus. How old are you? What? Vita inhales through their nose. How old are you, Cyrus? I'm 28, I think. Why? You think. Vita leans back in their chair. Before writing something, write some more things down, yes. It's called a baseline question. I want to get to know you more before proceeding. They mumble under their breath. We have a lot of work to do. That feeling behind my eyes gets worse. Like something's about to burst. Aaron was right. I shouldn't have come here. I feel like I'm going to be sick. I'm starting to have second thoughts about all this. I don't feel good. Vita calmly turns a page and continues writing. That sounds about right. If you want, I can get you a glass of water. Doubt any medicine I have would be strong enough for you. What is that supposed to mean? Vita sounds like they're starting to get irritated. Okay, level with me. How much do you remember? This again. I remember waking up here about a week ago, along with the various memories of my friends and family. Vita taps their desk with her pencil. Really? That's it? I don't fucking know. All I know is I got hit in the head, at the back of the head or something, then woke up here. Where do you think here is, exactly? If I knew that, I wouldn't be here. Cyrus, I want to believe that you're a smart and capable person. Yes, okay. The fact that you're struggling this much is giving me doubts. That sounds like a personal problem. I didn't ask for any of this. The problem is you did. It's why we're here in the first place. Can you stop being so vague and just get to the point? They're starting to agitate me even more. As much as I'd love to do that, what little cognizance you have left could fade away if I'm not careful. I don't even think that's even possible. Cyrus, you don't even know how old you are. Before I can retort, they interrupt me. And I'm not even talking about your mental age. You don't remember how long you've lived. That statement rattles in my brain for a moment. Thinking about what they just said starts making me queasy. For once, I'm glad I didn't eat anything. I don't understand what that means. I know you don't. Whether or not you believe me, I'm trying to be delicate about all of this. However, there's no delicate way to break this kind of news to someone. They take one last drag of their cigarette before putting it out in an ashtray. They tilt their head up to exhale. What little I smell is rather calming. You were held in Resum for a long time. Longer than anyone I've ever known. My face starts to get warm, and my breath starts to get even worse. I'm on the cusp of hyperventilating as my head starts to swell. I want to interrupt with, "No, I haven't, but I know that they're telling me the truth." I didn't want to think about it, but deep down, I think I had an inkling of an idea. How long, exactly? How long was I in that hellhole? It surprises me when Vita seems to hesitate. You know, normally I would want to ask a few more baseline questions. I've done this a few times, and that usually seems to be the way to go for the most people. They straighten up their posture, and if starting to get serious. But you look like you're about to kneel over already. I'll admit, you're a rather unique case, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Vita closes their notebook and turns their chair around to face me. If you need a moment to compose yourself, feel free to. Despite my sorry and fearful state, I don't hesitate to respond. No, please. I want to get to the bottom of all of this. I want to know. I need to know. Alright then, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to ask me questions, or just sit back and let me explain to you what's happened, little by little? I'm bouncing my legs up and down to work out my anxiety. My voice is shaky. It's obvious how much I'm a wreck. Come on, don't bitch out now. What would be the point of all of that talk earlier if I quit now? I'd like to ask some questions first, if that's all right. Of course. Take some time to think. I'll make some tea. They get up from their chair and then walk to a sink in the corner of the room. I start to compile my thoughts as they work on their tea. Honestly, it's hard to think at all right now. I try to focus on anything. My heart is starting to hurt. I focus on that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. My senses start to slowly dull. As if I'm floating. It feels like I've been sitting here for an eternity. Why is Vita taking so long? Even my bouncing legs start to feel like they're slowing down. The sensation seems familiar, but I can't remember how or why. I see something move in my peripheral vision. It's Vita. They're moving really, really slow. Why? I can't help but stare at them with disbelief, with a puzzled expression. They eventually notice me. Slowly but surely, they set a cup of tea on the desk near me before they sit down. They look in my eyes and start to mouth something. Calm down. Their speech is distorted. No. I felt this just recently. Back when I was with Lance in that dumpster of a town. My head feels like it's about to explode. Thankfully, for once, I get a moment of reprieve. The tea that Vita brewed hits my nose. It smells really pleasant, calming me down slowly. And just like that, time starts to slowly pick itself back up. I'm still stressed beyond belief, but at least I'm comprehending things normally. Are you back with me yet? What? I'll take that as a yes. Let me guess. Have you been having issues with your sense of time? I don't really know how to answer that. Anyway, the tea is ready. If you need a refill, feel free to ask. It's my own recipe. Sure, thank you. With a shaky hand, I manage to grab the cup. It's warm and welcoming. I take a moment to breathe in the herbal scent. It makes me feel just a little bit better. It tastes pretty good, too. Not overly bitter like most teas I know. My mind starts to clear up. I take a deep breath before exhaling, setting the cup down. Okay, sorry for the freak out. I think I'm ready. It's nothing to apologize for. You're allowed to have moments of weakness. I won't judge. If you say so. It just feels like all I've done since I woke up is whine. All things considered, you have much to complain about, if it's any consolation. I've heard something like that from Aaron. Sounds like him. Whenever you're ready. I take one last deep breath and slowly exhale. All right. My first question. What exactly is Resum? V doesn't hesitate and starts to tell me what they know about their medical facility I was apparently held in. It has a long and tricky history. We don't know much about its origin, just about what they currently do. It came out that, in secret, they've been harvesting people and their organs as a sort of black market. Vita takes a moment to reflect. According to what we know, they started out as a beacon of hope for recovery after the 7 stars. They provided medical treatment to those who needed it, around the clock, free of charge. Eventually, they started more sinister practices. People, en masse, started to disappear. Due to how shaky the infrastructure of the country was at the time, no one paid it any mind. Just another wave of desperate people, trying to make do in a desperate situation. Vita calmly takes a sip of their tea. We know they have a couple thousand captive across multiple facilities throughout the country. They've been around longer than the current government, making it difficult to do anything. Not to mention, for a majority of the population, they do seem to be doing a lot of good. That sounds like reason enough to want to expose them. You'd think so. It seems it's been in the talks to reveal what they do to the public for a long while. Vita sets their cup down. About a year ago, we discovered something else that they've been planning. I swallow, intent on listening more. From what we've gathered, we're trying to overtake the government from the shadows. They've been slowly building a covert militia, bent on taking over what little this country has rebuilt since the disaster. But why? What's the point? There really isn't one. Just a selfish ideals of a delusional man. Vita takes a moment. You've met someone named Darius, haven't you? Darius Ishmael. Octavio, to be precise. That name. I've heard it before. But where do I know it from? He is the current president of Resum, though most people aren't aware of that. He hasn't shown himself to the public in at least 200 years. Wouldn't that mean he's been dead? No, for centuries, Resum has kept him and many others alive. We don't know how exactly, but they've been keeping carriers alive for a long, long time. They did the same with members of the core staff. My back feels tingly all of a sudden. The calming effect of the tea is wearing off. I have another question. I don't want to ask it. I need to ask it. Am I one of those carriers? Vita takes a moment before responding. Yes. Cyrus Cantwell. According to our records, you've been kept alive by Resum for close to 3 centuries, just before the fall. they've been keeping. Vita's voice starts to trail off as I start to shut down. They say it so casually, as if it's something I should have known. I mean, come on. Cyrus. Cyrus, please. According to them, it is something I should have known. I hold my head in my hands, trying to keep my brain from exploding. If what they're saying is true, then I start feeling the sensation of something drilling into my back. You sure this won't interfere with your studies? Yes, Mom, it'll be fine. Diana wouldn't have recommended it to me otherwise. Oh, I think it's smart to get some experience before you graduate. See? I know, you're right. It does seem like a good opportunity. They said they'd keep a position for me after I graduate as well, and will pay for the rest of the program. Then I don't see why not. And just be careful, okay? I will, Mom. Don't worry. Did you hear that? Kind of. I just told her it'd be like an internship, which... Wait, did you tell her? Okay. Not did you hear that, did you tell her? Wow. That's fine. That's fine. Which isn't exactly wrong. Diana sighs. I wish my dad would let me know what he was going to offer you. I don't think it's a big deal. He said it was compatible. And whatnot. That I was compatible. By going through your personal records without your permission? That's a huge breach of privacy. I seriously doubt they have anything cleared. You could be seriously hurt. Diana, it's fine. Your dad assured me that everything was safe. I'll be alright. You better be, or I'll kick his ass. Babe, I think you've had too much to drink. No, you have. I haven't had anything yet. I can hear Diana hiccup beside him. Come on, Day. And we're graduating next week. We deserve to celebrate. You might be. I'll come visit all the time. I promise. Please do. I'm really going to miss you. I motion Damien closer to me, bringing him in close for a hug. You can always call me. I'll help any way I can. Yeah. Cyrus, we've been worried sick. Why didn't you call us earlier? Sorry, but kinda hard to. What with all that's going on. Hang on, I'll put you on speaker. Sai, you doing alright? Yes, I'm fine. Current has been taking care of me. I'm more worried about you. Were you able to get into the bunker? They don't respond immediately. Not yet. Oh. After the announcement last week, they filled up quickly. We're on a wait list. I see. Don't worry. I'm going to talk to Mr. Darius about getting you both set up. You'll be fine. It's going to be okay, Cyrus. I know this must be excruciating, but... No, it's fine. They told me it would be painful ahead of time. But if I can endure this to save others, it'll be worth it. You're very brave, Cyrus. Oh, we thank you for your continued service. That's what being a doctor's all about. Right, Mr. Darius? You can drop the prefix. You've already earned my respect tenfold. Damien, you there? Hey, Sai. How are you feeling? Serge Rico alright? More or less. Are you at the shelter yet? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my way over right now. I wanted to see the park one last time. Wish I could have been there with you. Me too. It's been a while. At least half a year. They haven't let us leave the facility since the global announcement. I miss you. I miss you too. Sir, we need to run some more tests. They're calling for me. I'll talk to you later, okay? Yeah. Love you, Cyrus. Take care. I love you too, Damien. See you soon. What do you mean he's not on the list? I'm sorry, sir. I don't have anybody by the name on the registry. That's bullshit. I made it clear that I'd stay if you made sure they were all safe. Please calm down. Let me get the president on the line. Cyrus, please calm down. You said they would admit them. They could be dead for all I know. And you want me to calm down? Darius tries speaking to me in a placid demeanor. Cyrus, I told you. If they met our requirements, we'd take them in. If you see here on my screen. I forcefully shove his computer off his desk in a fit of rage. Shut the fuck up! You let them die! Darius doesn't pay my anger any mind. He just shakes his head and picks up his phone. Ma'am, please escort Mr. Cyrus back down. What am I remembering? It's like I'm reliving memories through radio static. If I'm really that old, then... Mom, Dad, Diana, Damien. They're all gone. They've been gone for centuries. They've been dead for years. Everything and everyone I've known, gone. Is that true? Am I willing to accept that as fact? Was I living a delusional dream, hoping I'd never wake up? Thoughts continue to flood my brain. It's a wonder that it hasn't exploded yet. Sensory overload sets it all. Sets in as I start going through the information I've been presented with over and over. It sounds so far-fetched. There's no possible way. Kept alive for centuries? Yet, there a part of me that that can't deny it. I want that part of me dead. Okay. I'll end the part here. So I'll see you around, everyone.